Welcome. In this class, we are going to learn about types of logarithm. There are two types of logarithm. First one, natural logarithm. And the second one, common logarithm. First one, the natural logarithm. Natural logarithm is the logarithm of a number to the base e is called natural logarithm. Natural logarithm means the logarithm of a number to the base e is called natural logarithm, and it is also called the Nepean logarithm. And the value of E is approximately 2.7186. Okay. So, first one, natural logarithm. Natural logarithm means the logarithm of a number to the base E is called natural logarithm. This is also called as Nepean logarithm, and the value of E is 2.7186 approximately. Second one, common logarithm. Common logarithm means the logarithm of a number to the base 10 is called common logarithm. In numerical calculations, common logarithms are used. The common logarithm of a number consists of two parts. First one, the integral part of logarithm is called characteristic, and the second one, the decimal part is called mantissa. See, there are two parts. First one, integral part, that is called characteristic, and the second one, the decimal part, it is called mantissa. To find the characteristics of a common logarithm, some rules are followed. See, rule 1, number greater than 1. The characteristics of a common logarithm is a positive integer and is 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part of that number. Rule 1 is the characteristics of a common logarithm is a positive integer and is 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part of that number. Now let's see how the rule works. See some examples. Let the first number be 2.70827. See, in this number, how many digits are there in the integral part? See, here only one digit, isn't it? 1. Only 2. The number is 2. There is only one digit in the integral part. Okay. So the characteristics of the number is 1 minus 1 equal to 0. We know that characteristics of a common logarithm is a positive integer and is 1 less than the number of digits in the integral part of the number. Here the integral part consists of only one number. So the characteristic is 1 minus 1, it is 0. See another one, 56.787. See how many numbers are there? In the integral part, there are 2 numbers in the integral part. So the characteristic is 2 minus 1, it is 1. Okay. Another one, 1348.2. How many numbers are here? It is 4. 4, and the characteristic is 4 minus 1. It is 3. Okay. Clear. See one more. 5486.33. See, here also 4 digits in the integral part. So, number of digits in the integral part is 4 and characteristic is 4 minus 1, it is 3. Okay. Rule 2, number less than 1. If the positive number begins with a decimal point, the characteristics of its common logarithm is negative and is numerically 1 greater than the number of zeros immediately after the decimal point. The negative characteristics are written as the symbol we read as bar or over the number. Okay, that is -1, -2, -3, etc. are negative characteristics which are written as etc. and read as 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, etc. Okay. So once again, if the positive number begins with a decimal point, the characteristics of its common logarithm is negative and is numerically 1 greater than the number of zeros immediately after the decimal point. The negative characteristics are written like this: 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, etc. Okay, see some examples. Let's see, the number is 0.9207. In this number, how many zeros are after the decimal point? See, there are no zeros. So, the number of zeros after the decimal point is 0. How we write the characteristic? We adding 1 to this number. Okay, 0 plus 1. It is 1. So, the characteristic is 1 bar. Okay. Similarly, another one, 0.00835. In this number, there are 2 zeros after the decimal point. Okay. Number of zeros after the decimal point is 2 and the characteristic is adding 1 to this number, that is 3, and written like this: 3 bar. Okay. Or we can write 1 bar as -1, 3 bar as -3. Okay. Another one, see, 0.00001. In this number, the number of zeros after the decimal point is 4. Okay. So the characteristic of the number is 5 bar. How we get? Adding 1 to 4. Okay. Also one more, 0.0025. See, number of zeros after the decimal point is 2 and the characteristic is 3 bar. Or -3, here it is -5. Okay, clear? Next is to find the mantissa of a common logarithm. We already said that the common logarithm of a number consists of 2 parts. First one is characteristic and the second one is mantissa. To find the mantissa of a common logarithm of a number, special tables have been formed. These tables are called logarithmic tables. Now let's see the procedure of finding mantissa of a common logarithm. First step, ignore the decimal point. Use the digits irrespective of the decimal point. Also, ignore 0 if it is not a significant figure. In case of more than 4 significant figures, round off the number up to 4 significant figures while using the 4-figure log tables. Second procedure, second step, the first 2 digits are used for determining the row of logarithm table. If there is only 1 digit, then we add a 0. Third step, proceed along that row till that column of third digit is reached. Read off the figure in that row and column. Fourth step, proceed along that row till that common of fourth digit is reached and read off this figure. And the fifth step is add the 2 figures obtained in step 3 and 4. This is the required mantissa of the common logarithm. Okay. Obtain the logarithm of 90. Solution. For finding the logarithm, first find the characteristic, then find Mantissa. Characteristic. See, in this number, it consists of 2 digits. So the characteristic is number of digit minus 1. Here it is 2 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So the characteristic is 1. Okay. Then for finding Mantissa, in the logarithmic table, first look down the left column to locate 90. Look across the 90 row and locate the entry under column 90 labeled 0. Read off this figure 9542. Hence, Mantissa of log 90 to the base 10 is equal to 0.9542. Okay. Therefore, log 90 to the base 10 is equal to, we know that logarithm of a number is equal to its characteristic plus Mantissa. Therefore, it is equal to, here the characteristic is 1 plus Mantissa part is 0.9542. Therefore, logarithm of 90 to the base 10 is equal to 1 plus 0.9542 is equal to 1.9542. Okay. Next one, find the logarithm of 0.000429. Solution. For finding the logarithm, there are 2 parts, characteristic and Mantissa. First find the characteristic. Characteristic. See, this number is less than 1 and the number of zeros after the decimal point is 3. Okay. Hence, the characteristic of the given number is adding 1 to the number of zeros after the decimal point. Okay, here it is 3 plus 1. Therefore, the characteristic of the given number is 4 bar. The characteristic is 4 bar. Okay. Next, find Mantissa. Ignore decimal point. Consider only the number 4291. Okay. The figure 42 under 9 in main table is, using the table, the figure 42 under 9 in main table is 6325 and the figure 42 under 1 in the main difference column is 1. Okay. Using the table, first one, the figure 42 under 9 in main table is, the figure 42 under 9 in main table equal to 6325 and the figure 42 under 1 in main difference column is equal to 1. Therefore, the Mantissa part is obtained by adding these two, that is 6326. Hence, the Mantissa is equal to 0.6326. Okay. Therefore, logarithm of 0.000429 to the base 10 is equal to what? Characteristic plus Mantissa. Characteristic plus Mantissa. Here it is, characteristic is 4 plus 0.6326. Okay, so the value is 6326. Okay. Antilogarithms. The antilog of a number is that number whose logarithm is the given number. Okay. Now to find out antilog of a given number, we start with the figures after the decimal point or mantissa part in the antilog table. See the procedure to find the antilogarithm. First step. In case of negative logarithm, the mantissa must be converted into a positive mantissa before reference to antilog table. Second step. The first two digits of mantissa are seen in the first column of the antilog table to locate the relevant row. Third step. Read off the figure given before it in the column heading of the third digit. Fourth step. Read off the figure before that row in the mean difference under column heading of the fourth digit. And the fifth step is add the figure obtained in step 3 and 4. The number so obtained is called a desired number. Sixth step is finally use the characteristics of the given number for placing the decimal point in result obtained in step 5. These are three conditions. First condition, if characteristic is 0 or positive, in this case the number of digits in the whole part of the desired number will be 1 more than the characteristic. For example, if characteristic is 2, then adding 1 we get 3. Thus the point of decimal will be after 3 digit to right side of the number obtained from antilog. Okay. And second condition is if characteristic is -1 or 1 bar, in this case adding 1 we get 0. Thus the number will start from decimal point. And the third condition is if characteristic is negative and more than -1, in this case the number of zeros just after the decimal point will be 1 less than the characteristics. Now see some examples. Find antilog of -0.2682. Now let's see the solution. Here the given number is negative. So we have to convert the mantissa into positive. Here the given number is -0.2682. We convert the mantissa into positive. This is done by adding and subtracting 1 from this number. -2682 plus 1 minus 1. Is equal to -1 plus 1 plus minus 0.2682. Therefore, it is equal to -1 plus 0.7318 is equal to 1.7318. Okay. From antilog table, the figure before 70.73 under 1 in main table is, see the figure before the figure before 0.73 under 1 in main table is 5383. The figure before 0.73 under 8 in the mean difference column, mean difference is equal to 10. Adding we get 5393. So the desired number is, thus the desired number is 5393. Here the characteristic is -1. Therefore, the number must have no digit in the integral part. The number of zeros just after decimal point will be what? -1 plus 1. It is equal to 0. Okay. Hence, antilog of minus 0.2682 is equal to 0.5393. Okay.